Hey guys, sorry it took me so long to get over here. I was long-winded on TikTok. Can y'all see my starting soon screen and hear me over here on YouTube? Hey Holly, hey Titus, hey Angelica, hello Ellen, hello Shadows Life, hey Meat Mop. Hey Vargas. Hey Danny. All right, let's see. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Awesome. Thank you, Latha. Eva. Hey Al. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey Daniela. Thank you. You had your test last week, second time, and you did not pass it again. I am just upset about it, and I am going to keep going. That is awesome, wonderful. Was there anything on your exam from anything that I told you would be on there? Was there anything that, I don't know, a question or a vocabulary term? Did I help at all? Or was it all totally different stuff that I've never said? I don't know how long you've been watching me, McMullen. Trying to think. Hey, Guadalupe. First time, 3 points. Now you're 5 points away. So you're still only 3 questions, if that, away from passing. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Amy. Hey, Outdoors. Abby, can you use left and right modifiers on the add-on codes? Not that I know of. I've never seen that on an answer. I think we just multiply them. Jen, if you have a minute, could you talk about 19100? When to use the left-right mods and when to use the 51 modifiers or 50 modifiers for bilateral. Whew. Great. Thank you, Erin, for letting me know y'all can hear and see me. Tired, been a long week of working, trying to prep and study. Hey, Laura. Hey, Eva. Good. Just working out of sequence codes. Yep, I've got one more section to finish, which is medicine section. I got to finish that one.
Matthew Chung has become a member.
Thank you, Matthew. I hope those exclusive videos of the individual book prep and the workshops help you out the most. Daniela, have you been watching the workshop videos? Like the Lab and Path, the E&M one, the cardiology one I did this year? Have you practiced all those questions? Stop the screen and put the examples in the CPT book or the ICD-10 book or the HitPix book. Did you put all those examples or the AKA terms that I talk about during those workshops when I'm doing those questions? How's your book looking? Did we get all that done? Hey, Katrina. Thank you for coming over from TikTok. Hey, Trina French and Katrina, got both of you. Hey, Gonzalez, hey, Zeta. Thank you for the gift membership. You're awesome. I wasn't able to stay last night, but I got the email. Yay, awesome. Love Muffin, $2. You are great. Thank you so much for the donation. I will toss that back in there. There was a lot that helped me. I did follow your notes, and they did help. However, I need to speed up. Even if I was not reading the question. I still ran out of time. Time is your issue. And you know what?
Love Muffin 45 donated $2 through Super Chat.
I love that.
Thank you, Jen. Sparkles, yellow heart, yellow heart.
Sparkles, yellow heart, yellow heart. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Thank you, Love Muffin. Hey, Gupta. The people that pass the exam, Danielle, actually do it within 3 hours. Can you imagine if you ran out of time at 4 hours, speeding up so fast with those questions that you even get done with an hour left over of 100? So yes, practice your speed. You're stressing probably too much, trying to be a good coder. Remember, you're not a coder for this exam. You are there just to pick out the correct answer. Let the answers tell you what's correct or wrong. Also, don't forget that a lot of times you can tell what the answer is by looking at the answers. Is there a modifier out of place that shouldn't be there, like a 51 or a 52 modifier? What's the one to DC a procedure? 53? I forget. With integumentary, or, a lot of that can help you. You see it right out of the way. You can eliminate that answer super quick. Yeah, we got to work on speed. I have trouble with that too because I like to talk too much. My book is starting to look like some rainbow pen blew up all over it. I bet. I'm so sorry. Y'all seen mine? God, dog, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. I know I see those Facebook posts about it's taking me forever. Just those one-word differences really make a difference when the codes start out the same, when they're both excisions, they're both under the same header, they're both excising the same body part under the same header. Okay, one's with radiology, one's without. One's intra when the other one's extra. Whatever that one-word difference is, get those down, and that's the only thing you search the question for, but you got to be fast. Fast, fast, fast. And you know what? If you've run out of questions to practice, like you've already done all of the, let me get this out over here on Word or something. If you've already done the AAPC practice exams, A, B, C, D, E, and F, you can go and look and grab their E&M specialty certificate, E&M practice questions. They have another 150 you can buy for that specialty certificate. What's that certificate called? It's called, hold on, I got the book right here in front of me. I always forget all these initial crap. Oh, I gotta take this one pretty soon. CEMC. Whatever that one is. Let's see if this will come on today. Will that come on? No. Will that one come on? No. Let me see if I can add it. Add. Media source. No, I don't want a media source. Cancel. I want a video resource. A video. Video source. Nope. Add. Video capture. Good. And I want to change it to that camera. It's not going to work. I always hate that when it doesn't show up. Try the other Word document. Nope. I'm just trying to get my camera up, but the CEMC is the Evaluation and Management Certification just to be certified in E&M visits. And if you want that specialty certificate, they sell practice exam questions for that particular certificate. And it's, another 150 practice questions. It's $75, but they're written by AAPC. It's another good source of questions. You can always purchase the COC practice questions, which are just outpatient surgery questions. There might be a couple that are revenue related that you don't need, but still they have exam questions A, B, C, D, E, and F. That's another 300 practice questions where at least 260 of them are relatable to CPC. There'd be very few that you wouldn't need. They have a lot of practice questions, but the more you've got, the more you can practice. Ooh, there we go. I finally got that camera up, but I got it up on the wrong window document that I wanted because the words are kind of weird on that one, but oh well, at least the camera's working. But yeah, they sell practice questions just for this certificate. And it's a whole nother source of questions. So I'm throwing ink pens around. Trying to keep this OBS and everything working. It's a full-time job, let me tell you. Okay. I just want to let you know a lot of the codes you highlighted on Lab and Path workshop or on the exam. Shh, don't say that out loud. Get me in trouble. That is awesome knowledge, though. That is great to know. Got to get everybody to watch that workshop then. I did most of it. Didn't have time to do all of it since it's already scheduled. I did purchase your notes. I used the 2022 books with the 2023 notes. Awesome, great strategy. Bless your heart. Well, you got the practice questions. I did good, but I guess it's you just got to get faster. Yep, you got to learn to let it go and move fast. Practice, 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 especially when I'm doing questions. Practice at the same speed. I was shocked last night while I was going through my book, and I remembered a lot of the codes that were on my exam, so I don't know if you received my email. Ooh, Miss Zeta, I have not looked at my emails, but I will. I am going to try my best to get caught up on emails this weekend while I'm in the air, on airplanes. But if you took the time to send me anything that you remember, that's awesome. You're going to help more people. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Deep. I know Deep just took her exam too. And, she did not pass. Bless her heart. But y'all should know Deep made 4 or 5 of those sections were 100s, straight 100s. I think, what was it? Like her guidelines and anatomy and all kinds of crap, she made a ton of 100s. I've seen your scores. Yep, midterms, her compliance and regulatory, all 100s. Her anatomy was 100. And the 4000s, 100. She may not have passed, but it looks like she passed in my book. That's amazing. Great job. We're just going to work on Deep's E&M and cardiology, and she's going to be there. That's what you're studying, Jody, is COC. Awesome. Some of these questions come from COC. All these place of services do. This one's saying it's 24 for a physician's claim for a surgical procedure performed at an ASC. That is a COC practice question, actually. Here's an E&M question. Let me move my camera out of the way while y'all work on this one. I'm sorry it is so, see what I can do about getting it not so wonky looking. Oh. Nope, that did not help. Now let me know in chat what you think the answer is while I work on this. Let's see. What is it saying? Top left. Stretch to bounds. Scale to inner bounds. Ooh, what did that do? No, not really. But then I need the outside to be bigger. Crop, right. Right needs to be bigger. Nope, we're gonna go other way, other way, other way. I'm gonna get there. It's low, but I'm doing it. Okay. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Sorta. I hope anyway. I hope y'all can see it. All right. Good enough. Good enough for government work, right? Deep did amazing. I love all those. Yeah, the bubbling sheet is out of sync with the questions. Yep. They used to give us a copy of the bubble sheet so we could practice with to look for, but I haven't seen it available in years, and I don't know what it looks like now. With 5 options? Oh no. Can y'all see the question now that it's not cut off? Does it look better now? And y'all should be able to hear me. Yeah? Okay. Everybody's so nice. Okay. Have y'all finished this E&M question yet? I don't see any answers.
Hey guys.
I'm going into YouTube to see how many I've got on. Gotta skip the darn ads. Oh, we got 53 here tonight. Awesome. Okay. Oh, my baby child will be so mad at me about the way the stream looks right now. What I did to this Word document. Transform, edit, transform. Bottom. See if I can't fix this bottom. No. I want to go. That didn't help. But I can do that. All right. Sorry, this one's 2 pages long, so y'all need to see the last part of it so you can make a good judgment. It's 2 pages. Thank you so much for the super chat. And the diamonds on TikTok, I'm throwing that in for a free subscription for somebody. Yay! And I just gifted Dawn a subscription. Awesome. Congratulations. I hope it helps you out. And Rachel just won a subscription to the YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoy the exclusive content. I've got book prep videos, ICD-10 book prep, hit picks, CPT codes, and the workshops. Let's see, John. Yep, you are correct. We have a prescription written, right? So we are there. Which type of audit evaluates? Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the live so I'm not echoing. Which type of audit evaluates appropriate risk scores of patients? Are we talking UPIC, RADV, RAC, or CERT? Daniela gifted a membership too. Emily, congratulations. Thank you so much, Daniela. You're awesome. Thank you so much. The online exam I thought was way easier than the in-person paper form exam, but it was back in 2019. Oh my gosh, y'all. But I saw somebody recently on Facebook who took it both places, in person and online, and they agreed with me. And this was just this week, that she also thought that the online exam was easier exam. Why? I don't know. I just thought the questions were less wordy and more direct, because it seemed like they needed to get the whole thing into one screen. It just seemed smaller to me, but I don't know if they do multi-screen questions now on the exam. But she said that this week, that it was easier. She did pass when she took it online. There is this huge stress, though. I promise, just logging on to the exam is a whole experience. I was an hour and a half late getting logged on, and I am pretty tech savvy. I know I don't look like it as far as a streamer or a gamer. I don't know how to stream. But I've worked from home since 2013. I'm used to Zooms, meetings all the time. You know, I'd run major corporations from home and work remotely all the time. That is nothing compared to getting on to one of those exams with a proctor, because it's stressful. Once you get logged on and get going, it's great, but you better have very, very, very good internet. You've got to have a room where you can close a door and no one can walk in. If they walk in, you're disqualified. You lose your exam attempt, even if it's your 2-year-old child who busts through the door. That's it. And you can't be in a room that can't be closed. You can't be like in your living room where a door doesn't close you off from somebody else, or a kitchen area. It has to be a room with a door. Can't be like a cubicle area with no real door. But I thought the questions were easier. This one is RADV, audits. I just love reading y'all's messages to each other. What information is required when submitting documentation to support the diagnosis for a RADV audit? Anybody know? Yep, it took 30 minutes. That's good. You did better than me. Just following that email instructions. I don't know. I've never been really good at, if they gave you in first grade that list of instructions on how to make a snowflake, and it's your first printed piece of paper with 10 steps on it. I always skip steps or missed a step, didn't see a step, swear it wasn't there. I don't know. That email there's nothing helpful. Man, it seems like the next step is written with the first step, so nothing's separated out as like, go here, do this. And then there's clear instructions on to go here and do that. That doesn't happen on that email. It's all one big blurb paragraph that has a lot of important steps mixed in it. Whew, it's rough. Because you got to get on. You had to get on, what's that testing site? Examity, but you also had to get on Blackboard, Examity, and now it's some matrix site. I don't know. It's crazy. RADV is for CRC practice questions. And I get a lot of requests for these types of questions. It's not bad for you guys too to at least see them. Look for similarities, even in problems that you might not even know the answer, like this one. There's 2 answers that start with the letter R. You may not know what the answer is, but there's 2 that start out with RA. Now all you got to do is figure out if it's C or DV. Sorry, my cat is coughing up a hairball behind me. Aww. Lester. Poor buddy. He's my land cow back here. Poor baby. No, you don't need to know this one or this one for CPC at all. But it's good practice. Like we've got some similarities for these 2 here too. So we've got 2 that say all patients or all inpatients. Then we have one here that says all professionals. Which one is different? There's only one that's different, a single. So C is your answer. When you have 3 that are all the same, your oddball is going to be your answer. So even if, it's just good practice to practice being a good exam taker, figuring out the answers without knowing the information. It's crazy. This you do need to know for CPC. Guarantee you this question will be on your exam on Saturday. Oh, Sammy, you go away. You leave Leslie alone. Yep. There we go. In some form, fashion, it may be as an ICD-10 code question, or it may be a guideline question like this one. We're looking for a true answer. It does have to deal with CKD, requiring dialysis. I guarantee you there will be a question like this on the exam somewhere. Hello, Twinkle. I know, poor Lester. He got the ball up. He looks like a little baby seal, that he has this big, huge, round body and these short little bitty fins out the side of him. He's my little land seal. Let's see if I can show him. He's behind me. Where is he at? Where are we at? Yep, that's him right there. In that cat bed back there. I'm trying to get the camera. Yeah, now my hand is on his face. Lesty. Lesty. Yeah. A little land cow. He sits right behind me all day long and helps me work. He's right there, and he's so big, he's in a dog bed, actually. If you saw him in person, he's really huge. He's a big boy. He's like 25 pounds. It's a big boy. I know, love Muffin just makes you smile, doesn't it? All right, anybody got answers? Do we have a D, a B, and a C for this one? Oh, y'all got to know your diabetes guidelines, especially with dialysis. Which one's true? The diagnosis, the diagnosis, the diagnosis. We have one oddball, which is the patient. Which one's true? What did I just tell you in the last one? When you have three that are all start out the same, all professionals, all patients, your answer ended up being C, which is your oddball. We've got three more that start out the same. And Daniela, you'll notice that I don't read nothing out of these at all. I don't know what none of that says. The only thing I do is look for my similarities in my first two words. The diagnosis, the diagnosis, the diagnosis. This one starts out, the patient. What's my answer? My oddball. If you go in here and you're going to try to read every single word on these questions, you're not going to pass because you can't get through the whole exam. So practice these kind of questions like that. You don't have to read the whole thing. I hope that helps. All right. Next one. We're looking for a true answer. We've got conditions, documentation, and casual relationship. We've got two that are dealing with documentation. Which of the following is not true? So we're looking for an incorrect answer. The two C's intrigue me. The two D's do not. Casual relationship between diabetes and what term? No, there ain't nothing in the alphabet. There is something in the alphabetical index, but what is a not? A condition listed as a problem is coded as a complication of diabetes. No, that's a bunch of foolishness right there. That one's not correct. Yep, you got to train hard not to read. That's the hardest thing. You've been programmed since kindergarten, since they taught you your ABCs, to read the question from beginning to end and then go to your answers and pick your answers. Over in Finland and a lot of places, they don't do multiple choice question and answers at all. You either know the answer or not. It's just you get the question and that's it. They don't do multiple choice. They think we're funny here in the United States with our multiple choice questions. I'm glad the answer's there. You just got to find a fancy way of picking it out. All right, which of the following? Another one, we're looking for an incorrect answer. Affect, promoted, or chronic disease. So this one, I would pick my two similarities and see which one is false. So I'm keeping the two effects because these two are similar and I don't have three of them that are the same. So out of the two that are the same, which one is incorrect? Atherosclerosis can affect coronary heart arteries. Yeah, it can. Can affect the veins. Nope, because that comes from the lungs, right? So B is your answer. All right. Out of hypertension, emphysema, CHF, and diabetes, these two are sort of similar. If you're looking for similarities, this one's lung and this one's diabetes. So we've got hypertension, CHF, emphysema. What are we looking for? A claim for oxygen. Oxygen only goes with the lungs, right? Emphysema. I like that one. Yep. It's also called a predictive model if you become an auditor or do risk adjustment, they will use patients' DME and prescriptions to predict what diagnoses they have. We can't use it to diagnose patients, but we can predict off of it how sick that population is. It's just a fancy word. Data mining is done. Why? Why do we data mine? Is it to identify, to look, to make sure, or to evaluate? What are we doing when we're data mining through patients' records? We're not looking for opportunities. We're not making sure of nothing. We're not evaluating anything. We're only trying to identify patients' risk. That's all. Which risk adjustment model is used by Medicaid? Is it the HCC, CDPS, ZIP, or MIPS? MIPS are all your pink codes in the ICD-10 book. HCC codes are your CRC risk adjustment codes. What are the other two things? This one we're going to be doing for our Medicaid, which is not Medicare. It's not our senior citizens, but it is our Medicaid population. We're going to be doing a chronic illness and disability payment system for those patients. CERT is an audit logistics issue, not really audit focused, but more physician focused. Do we have enough cardiologists for our logistics area there, or do we need more neurologists, that kind of thing? And there's a definition of a ZPIC audit for you, and then our merits-based payment system. All those definitions are worth putting in your book somewhere, not for CPC, but for COC, CPMA, and possibly CCS might ask about the Medicare or Medicaid one, but CPC doesn't have to worry about this. But I really recommend, especially if y'all are not already working in the area, to get 2 certificates, and this will be beneficial knowledge for any additional certificates. Which statement is coded as a history of condition? CPC people need to know this one. Is it the patient presents, the patient has history of, the patient presents, or the patient presents? Ooh, we got 3 patient presents, but on this one, this one's for CPC. The last few were not for CPC, but this one is. Good job, Vanessa. Good job, Jada. Yep, pink code's in the book. Yep. So, if you never noticed, that is a question from the CPC exam, but some of your codes are black font and some are pink. Oh, let me get There we go. I got it back. All right. I think so. I think y'all can hear me now. I've got one of those USB plug-in extenders, and one of the buttons to turn on a USB got clicked off. So, okay, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me see. Yeah? Okay, good. Good. Okay. All right. Let's go. An E&M question, y'all's favorite. Remember, put on blinders during your exam. Don't be looking up every single one of these codes that's a possible answer. Put on blinders. First, you're going to see what the differences are between your 91 code and your 471 code. Go see what those two differences are in your E&M codes first. Then only search your question for what you need out of it to decide if you're a 471 or a 291. That's it. That's the only thing you need to know. Once you figure that out, you'll get rid of 2 answers because 2 of them will be incorrect for you. Then you can move on. Do I need that 25 modifier or not? Or would I add the 92 or not? It's all you need to do first is that first step. What's our differences between our 291 and our 471? What is it that is the main difference? For in-person, you can. For online, no. Solar flares. I just had a ghost come push a button and clicked my audio off for some reason. Just a ghost this time. The pink ICD-10 codes are MIP codes, which are just merit-based diagnoses. If your doctor uses those, he needs to make sure he has clear documentation that supports it, because they will get extra payment for those documented diagnosis codes if they're under a certain payment model. Some doctors' groups are paid directly from the health plans. It's all about a payment model. In California, health plans do not pay doctors. Health plans contract with medical groups for a per month for all of our population to cover payment rate. So in California, Blue Cross Blue Shield will contract with my medical group and say, okay, I'm going to give you 60,000 members. They all have to come see you. You're going to take care of every bit of their health care, lab work, radiology, lung transplants, amputations, diabetic eye exams, everything for these patients. And we're going to give you $1.56 per member for 66,000 members per month. So we got to take that $1.56 times 66,000 patients, we get, what is that? I don't know. It's money. And then we've got to contract out to our lab facility, and we got to pay for all their lab work. We got to pay for all their hospitalizations, all the blood transfusions, whatever else. We got to pay for it all while we're collecting copays. That's how California does it. But if we use MIPS diagnoses, next year, when we renegotiate our contract, we can say, based off our MIPS diagnoses, our increase in patients with CKD on dialysis has increased by 30%. We need an increase in our $1.56 per month. Only those types of diagnoses can get us into a renegotiation of our prices. Based off our population and our locale, we don't have anybody for our patients to go see for neurology or endocrinology, and they're all obese because we don't have any grocery stores. We only have fast food stores or whatever. You use all that information to try to get better rates. Unless you're like down in San Diego where you've got access to lots of different physicians, then you can't spout that. Anyway, MIPS diagnoses are pink for a reason, because they help doctors groups and health plans negotiate contract prices for patients' total health care. Anyway, that's the explanation of that. And they have to be renewed every year. Every single patient's lung transplant disappears and they're perfectly human and whole. Every limb grows black. Every diabetes goes away as of December 31st at midnight on every single patient. You have to get them into the office and see them again on January 1st to claim that they have a lung transplant that you need to continue paying for. You have to get them in to say they have an amputated arm that you are paying for creams and rubs and orthotics for. It's a ridiculous setup, but that's why doctors' offices are always trying to get you back in the door. It's because they need to recapture old diagnoses that may have fallen off. Your hysterectomy never happened. You have a uterus again. All that crap is redone. It has to be redone every single January 1st. Anyway, it's a nightmare. Thank you, Susanna. Giving away a subscription. You gave one to Sam Splurge. Craig, awesome. Thank you so much for helping everybody else out. Okay, gosh dog. I went on a rant and didn't even show y'all the question. Here you go. Yes, 71 is critical care, but 91 is critical care for adults and 71 is peds. So all you need is a patient's age. You get infant here. You know you're going to get rid of your 91s, right? Because we're not dealing with a pediatric patient. We're going to keep our 70s. So with that, you're going to get rid of A, you're going to get rid of C. Now, can you code the 31500 or not? Is what your question is asking you. Can you explain on which basis codes taking before question 99214? I don't understand the question. Oh, number one, I can't give subscriptions out to individuals. YouTube won't let me. I can throw money in there, but I have no choice on who gets the subscription. I can't pick that, so I wish I could, but I can't. And then 2, your question about explaining base codes before question 99214. I'm not understanding that one. When I throw the money in there, YouTube just picks the winner for me. I don't have a choice in it. This one, since the patient is already admitted to the hospital, we cannot bill for extra fluff. It's all going to be global, and we only bill that one. It's reverse in adults. When we have adults admitted to the hospital, we can bill for stuff like this. In pediatrics, if they're down in a birthing center or in an ER or ED or in an ambulance on the way, we can bill for this extra stuff, but once they're admitted, we cannot. And it's opposite for adults. If adults are down in the ER, we cannot bill for this extra fluff. We only bill our critical care, but then once they're admitted, we can bill for it. So it gets crazy, but that's all in your guidelines. And that's the answer to that one. What about this anatomy question? There is another subscription thrown into chat to see if I can help out. And Chloe won that one. That's right. Once the patient's admitted, you cannot bill that. Sorry, Edith. Y'all have to be chosen by YouTube to win it. I just throw the money at YouTube and YouTube picks the winner. I wish I could make some choices there, but I've thrown in 4 or 5 subscriptions already today. Every time I go live, we always throw in some more, so hang in there and be active in chat. It always seems like they pick somebody that had just talked, so your chances are high that you can win. Hello, West. I haven't seen you in a little while. Good to see you. Hey, Kelly. Yes, which one removes urea from nephrons? We do have those kidneys. How many lobes are there in the lungs? This is a Saturday question. Muy important one for anybody taking the exam. And be careful. It might say how many lobes are there in the lungs, but then again, the one on the exam might say on the right side or on the left side. Don't forget, inside the CPT book, there's a drawing of the lung lobes in the respiratory section at the very beginning of those CPT codes, and I have notes made up there too. Yep. This one is 5. But there are 3 in the right side and 2 on the left. Be sure you know all of that. Everything that's in that sentence. Have that written somewhere for Saturday's exam. Another definition for Saturday. If you want to be like deep and get 100 on med terms, I got you on that. For sure. Is it sweat glands, viral, fungal, bacteria? Fungal of the hair. Good job. Another E&M one. We are in the ER here. We have a consult here, a hospital consult. We have an admit hospital, and we have an admit and discharge all in one with that code. Let's check out our question. What does our last sentence say? What E&M services are going to be reported by the ER physician? What is our patient's status? What happened to our patient? If our patient is admitted, can you bill an ER visit? No, because they're admitted. Who are we billing for? Are we billing for the emergency physician? Would an emergency physician need to bill a consult code? No. Was the patient discharged? Because the only difference between these two is one of them is a discharge also. So I'm only looking for that difference. There is no discharge. So I know my answer is C with this one. Only look in the question for what the codes need to be correct and move on. This one's C. The ER doctor did the history and exam and admitted the patient. And there's a whole bunch of fancy rationale there that explains all of it. If you want all the technical terms, y'all can pause the screen and watch this later. That's all the fancy stuff that goes along with it. Are we going to be minimal, low, moderate, or high with this question? Only look for what you need to be different in each one of the questions to make a difference. If you read or skim from the bottom, we've got surgery, major. Where does that fall in our lovely little chart that we have? Oh, wrong one. This one? Yeah, that one. If we're looking at this lovely thing and we're looking at just the minimal, low, moderate, or high, where would major surgery be on this chart? There you go. Good job, Danielle. You see over there in the far corner under high risk morbidity from additional diagnostic testing or treatment, the third bullet point down says decision regarding emergency major surgery. The word major surgery is only underneath our high. Now, a gallbladder isn't really high, but it's because of the morphine pain control for the IV. That's majorly nice. Man, I didn't even get that. I got my gallbladder taken out. I want this surgeon. Anyway, that major surgery is listed there. Also, the drug therapy requiring intensive monitoring for toxicity. Morphine would fall into the place right there. So does chemo. This one's also shown up on the exam from time to time, so know this one for Saturday. What are the 5 bones in the hand between the wrist and the fingers called? Elective minor surgery is under moderate. Read the bullet point. It says minor surgery, elected minor surgery, elective major surgery. Without identified patient procedure risk. This one has the increased risk of the controlled substance of the morphine that goes along with it. And the patient also has 2 chronic diseases instead of 1. So you've got quite a bit going on with that patient to indicate it's going to be high. Another D. Metacarpals. Metacarpals. All right. If you're already reading the question, you're doing it wrong. We got to go look up the differences between these codes first. Don't look at the question at all. Put blinders on. It won't do you any good. All it will do is slow you down. So let's go run to 951. I've got, I think, 2 more questions, guys, and then I gotta go. I gotta find my mom. I haven't even told her I'm going out of town. I mean, y'all know. She doesn't even know. I haven't seen her. I've been in this room working for weeks, and I haven't even seen her. So I've got to go tell my mom. She's got to feed the cats. And I got to go get my baby child. He's at an away ball game out of town. I didn't even go to his away game. He's so sad at me, but I got to go to the school and pick him up when the bus gets back. And I still got to pack. So I did an hour on TikTok. I know an hour here, but we're going to do these last 2 questions, and I got to run. I got to find my mom before she goes to bed. Y'all know more about my life than my mama does, and she lives with me. Okay, 95115 is a single injection. Oh my gosh, I hate allergy injections. I always get these wrong. I've never done this one before. So hopefully I can get this one right. This says single injection. I hate allergy injections. I always get these wrong. Okay, the next one is 45, which in my book isn't even prepped either for this section because I haven't done medicine yet. So we're working on a plain book. 45 is single stinging insect venom. The 44 is allergen immunotherapy. And then 20 is allergen extraction. There's two that say allergen. Wonder what one of them's an extract, one of them's immunotherapy. So because those two are alike, it might be those two. One's an extract, one's immunotherapy. What is our question looking for? What kind of allergen extract? Ooh, I see that matching. So not immunotherapy, but allergen extract? What do you guys think? I know. Slow down. I'm always in here, guys, working with y'all, either doing a live or I'm doing book prep, so I just haven't seen her. I emailed her yesterday and said thank you for my birthday cake. It was amazing. I emailed my mom that I live with to tell her something. I swear it's the truth. I've just been busy. Busy. How do I locate these sections from the book? Is there content list or an index? I know I'm on a roll. What do you mean? I run to these numbers. This whole book is set up in numerical order. So all I'm doing is running to the numbers. And I'm running to the 951s. And then I get to the 115, the 144, the 145, and the 120. Normally I would have notes prepped here, tell me what the one-word differences are between these codes, but I have not done this section yet for this year. Last year I had it done. This year I haven't. What do you guys think the answer is? Y'all think D? B has the 120 has allergen extract in it, but they're all under allergen immunotherapy. Ugh. It's the awfulest things. The 20D has the allergen extract and the immunotherapy all in one. Kind of like the D, like you guys. Kind of like D. Let's see what we got. D is the answer. Woo! Those are so hard. I usually always get this one wrong. Didn't say anything about stinging insects or venom, so we wouldn't have picked the 45. And then 15 didn't have enough in it. 20 had the allergen extract that we needed, and 44 didn't have the allergen extract in it. It just had antigens in it. So last one. Which of the following is true regarding... Oh, this is a really good guideline for you guys on Saturday. Really good question. I'm glad I put that one in there. Which of the following is true regarding ICD-10 in diseases classified elsewhere in the descriptor? Are they never, should always, unspecified, or none of the above? What do you think for this question? Oh, the book's covering it up. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all gotta holler at me. There you go. I am just not. I don't know how those gamers do this. They got screens and audios and buttons to push that are like clapping, and I wonder where my buttons are to be able to do this on TikTok. I don't know, but anyway. That last question, yeah. There is the rationale, and here is the question again, because I had it covered up with my camera. Sorry. All right. This question, in diseases classified elsewhere, which one is true? It is not all of the above, which is normally AAPC's favorite answer. They tricked you this time. Is it a never, an always, or unspecified? We've got twins here that are opposite, A and B. Is it a never or an always? I'll give you a hint, because this one's the oddball. No, I'm going to be out of town all weekend. I'll be back Monday. I'm going to go live Monday. I'm not guaranteed what kind of class I'm going to have because I don't have time to prep questions. But I'll come up with something. But I'm literally going to get off my flight at 4 o'clock, drive back to my home Monday by 6 p.m. and do a live for you guys on Monday. But I don't have any material prepped, but I've always got stuff, you know. We may go over that PowerPoint presentation that I did recently, but I need to finish it. I've still got some PowerPoint slides. It's about what to expect on the exam. And I think the last time I did it, I got to maybe cardiology. So I still have all the rest of those sections to go through, like what modifiers to look for, what type of questions are going to be there, what codes to look out for, that kind of thing. That's in my head to go to do that on Monday. Anyway, I've got some A's, B's, and D's. I may go live to show y'all the city of Redmond in Washington, if y'all care to look at real life fun situations. I don't know if I'll see anything interesting, but I'll be on TikTok probably or YouTube Live just for fun. I could probably answer a question or two on the fly without books, but if y'all personally are invested in what I'm doing and what's going on, I may go live this weekend a little bit, let y'all, especially if, you know, lightning hits the plane or something cool, I'll go live and say goodbye. You know that planes are built to get hit by lightning, actually. You know, they expect it at least once or twice a year. That's crazy. Are they never to be coded first or should always be coded first? They should always be coded first, right? Or never be coded first, right? Never. If the disease is classified somewhere else, we need to go somewhere else, right? Yep. There's your rationale. Why don't you have us ask questions? Idea anyway. Yep. Y'all bring your own questions. Bring your own practice questions and we can do them. Ones that you guys don't get right, you just are limited on how much we can copy paste into chat, unfortunately, but you can always send them to me at here's my Gmail. Y'all can send me topics, practice questions, whatever y'all would like to see on Monday. And I could possibly throw those on a Word document really quick and we can do them like that. You've got questions. I know you do, Erin. Every time I come in here, you and Deep, y'all are good at y'all's questions. Yep, go do the workshops again. Absolutely. Don't forget about the E&M one. And if you've got a list of how well you did in all your sections, you have to call AAPC to get that. But they'll send you a score on all 17 sections. That'll tell you where you need to focus. Don't worry about like HipPix that only has 3 questions. If you did low in guidelines, it's got 7 questions. It has more questions than anything else. Concentrate on that. E&M, if you did low on E&M or cases, that's a good area to stay in.
Morchin donated $1.49 through Super Chat.
Oh, thank you for the donation. You're awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. I just love y'all to death. E&M, I've got this great workshop. Let me see if I can find it for you. A lot of people don't know it's a workshop and that it's there for some reason, but it's from December. I gave away a free workshop, one in April and a free one in, you don't even have to be a member for, the one in December that goes over all E&M questions. And let me see, where are we at? It's a really good one. Let's see. For E&M, for you guys. And the ones with the subscriptions, y'all get access also to the repeat duck classes, which are advanced classes for advanced exam takers. Get a shareable link. Copy. Oh, this one was right here. Okay. And where's my thing? And I gotta go see if I can track down my mother. Mom, I'm leaving out of town. You gotta feed the cats. Okay. Thank you. That workshop is an E&M workshop from I think, right? It says workshop on it. I hope that's the workshop. Where am I at? Yeah, workshop E&M from 12/11/2022. Yep. The last 30 minutes has new updated questions for 2023, but still, nobody gets a consult. No one's in the ER either. They're either in and out, observation, or they're just admit, or they're subsequent hospital visits. And all the people that are trying to get consults are just new patient E&M, a 203 or 204. I find that more often than not. And then the lab and path, if you want to know everything you need to know, of course, Deep says for the exam, for lab and path, be sure and, oh, that's the wrong one. Do that free workshop I did in April for that one too. Anyway, I am going to go run, see if I can't find my mom and tell her I'm going out of town. Do not read questions. That's right. You've got this. Best wishes, guys, for everybody that's taken their exam. I got 100%. Wow. E&M and Lab and Path is low. The Lab and Path workshop is there. I just did it in April, so it's super good, and it's free, and it's almost 4 hours. Tons of questions. Okay, guys. I will see you guys this weekend. Just streaming for fun, but send me your practice questions or anything you want me to go over for Monday when I get off the plane. I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good weekend. Best of luck to everybody.